So we all know that Nancy Grace is back, and Nancy Grace is diving deep into Nolan Wells's case, right? Well, I'm over there on the YouTube tube, and one of Nancy's videos came across my feed, and so I'm cleaning up my kitchen, so I hit play. And this was in Nancy Grace's video.
For me, nobody's guilty and everybody's a suspect because we don't know the truth yet. But we will. Joining us tonight, Tyler Cox, the lawyer for several of the young men with the law firm Taylor and Cox, him being the Cox. Also with us, another veteran trial lawyer, Edward Pulsick, attorney for the boys as well. Actually, they're not boys. They're adults in the eyes of the law due to their age. Gentlemen, thank you for being with us tonight. My first question to clear up this matter, have your clients taken polygraphs? First to you, Tyler Cox.
Nancy, my clients have not taken a polygraph test, and I can tell you why. Because any lawyer worth their salt is going to tell their clients not to take a polygraph test under any circumstances. Two of my clients went in and made statements with me. We're not going to I'm not going to do a polygraph test because, one, as you know, they're not admissible in court. And so it wasn't going to be admissible anyway. You should never, ever, if you're a lawyer, allow your clients to take a polygraph test. Now, we allowed investigators from the jump to have access to their phones, their Life 360, everything. We have cooperated implicitly every step of the way. But no, they didn't take polygraphs tests. But what I'll tell you is one of the other boys, who I won't mention their name, but I'm sure that you've heard, took one. The girl that Nolan was with took a stress analysis voice test, and so did the other boy. So that's the test they took. Both of them passed. And so, again, no lawyer worth the salt is going to tell his clients to take a polygraph test or anything like that.
I would like to corroborate part of what Tyler Cox just said. Any defense attorney, whether they're truly convinced their client is innocent or guilty, they're not going to allow a poly. I've never seen that. I've had a couple of lawyers, maybe 3, in all the years I practiced, all the people I put behind bars, consent before trial to a poly. 3. And they were all criminal cases that carried severe penalties. So what he's saying is true. Even if you think your client is innocent, very rarely will you see a defense lawyer say, sure, take a poly. However, I disagree with you regarding their admittance into court. Polygraphs are allowed in civil trials. O.J. Simpson, he flunked horribly. And if both sides stipulate to the polygraph's admittance before the polygraph is taken, it can come into a criminal trial. The reality is that never happens.
Now, y'all heard that, right? The lawyer to the boys said they didn't take a polygraph, right? That's what he said. They didn't take a polygraph. But the girl that was with Nolan and some other boy, they took some type of stress test. Okay? So why was Race Batum Tatum out here saying this to Nancy Grace?
Have the friends taken polygraphs?
Well, from my understanding, all but I believe one took a polygraph, and from what was told to me that they all passed. And all of the ones that took a polygraph took one without a lawyer. And they cooperated with law enforcement. So from my understanding, everybody took a polygraph test. Why do you say that's
from what you understand? Did they
sat right there on Nancy Grace's platform and told that bold-faced lie told that lie to uplift these men to try to silence the voices of black people who are supporting Nolan Wells' mother because she wants answers. She wants to know what happened to her son. And Race Batum Tatum lied to try to silence black people who are supporting a grieving mother and want answers to what happened to Nolan Wells. Now, Nancy Grace, she knew something wasn't right. They all just agreed to take a polygraph, so Nancy Grace continued on.
Have the friends taken polygraphs?
Well, from my understanding, all but I believe one took a polygraph, and from what was told to me that they all passed. And all of the ones that took a polygraph took one without a lawyer. And they cooperated with law enforcement. So from my understanding, everybody took a polygraph test. Why do you say that's from what you
understand? Did they tell you they took a poly and passed?
Yes, ma'am. They told me that they did it. I wasn't there. So that's what I'm saying from my understanding. They told me that all the boys except one, which is Warren, I believe, took a polygraph test. All of them did not have lawyers and did it and cooperated with police. Warren also cooperated with police. I just believe he didn't take a lot to take the test, but Warren is the young man that I interviewed. So according to what they told me, they all took a lot to take tests and passed. And it's an equivalent of a lot to take the test. It's not a traditional lot to take test, but it's the same theology of trying to get to if a person is lying. I don't know the name of it. It's an equivalent of a lot to take the test. It's a different methodology. I don't believe it was a polygraph test. I believe they took other stressors in order to analyze if
so
the
then
people were
the
telling
answer
the truth
to
or not.
did they take a polygraph would be no.
There was this white man that did a video in response to Race Batum Tatum threatening to sue him over a discussion about Sandra Bland, because y'all know Race Batum Tatum put out a whole bunch of lies about Sandra Bland. And that white man said in his video about Race Batum Tatum, said it directly to Race Batum Tatum, said, "You are not that good with words." And that white man ain't never lied. Tried to say that those men took polygraphs. Tried to say it. Then he flipped it and said it wasn't a polygraph. It was a test that identifies other stressors. And when he told that lie, he presented it as if all of them took that test. And they hadn't. Their lawyers went on to Nancy Grace's show and said the only one that took that stress level test was a girl that was with Nolan and some other boy. And no defense attorney in their right mind would allow their client to take any such test. Race Batum Tatum, ladies and gentlemen. He will always rise up to lie, to tap dance, to protect the white person in the story. And he will do whatever it is necessary to silence the voices of black people. Black people who are just seeking justice, who just want answers to questions, want transparency. That woman just wants to know what happened to her son. And if they are responsible for her son's death, she wants them to be held accountable. Point blank, period. And yet, Race Batum Tatum, but we know why, because it came out that Race Batum Tatum is paid by Turning Point USA, and somebody who know those men have a long history in politics and is tied to Turning Point USA some kind of way. Yeah, it's all coming out. Race Batum Tatum.